Good morning. My name is Steve Moore with Organic Technology International. I'm here at Virgin Farms in the South Valley, which is right here growing energetic food and running an educational program in conjunction with Desert Forage and Warrior Farmers. We are going to be putting together a number of educational videos of everything that we do down here in different segments to share with you. Thank you. The segment this morning will be on picking chili and the cycle of how we do that. In doing that, we start out by making sure that all the irrigation is hydrating, has been run the day before we get ready to pick so that we can hydrate the chili and keep it robust, and it'll store and pack longer. So the first part of it will be the selection of the chili. The chili that we're going to be picking is going to be, it's not just the size that we're concerned about because there's different varieties. So in picking them, we want to feel it. And if it's, you can hear the crunch, that means it's thick enough, we can pop it off of there, and it's very firm. There'll be some of them that'll be narrower and smaller, but still firm enough. And in doing that, you'll see that the thickness of the meat has to be thick enough so that when you roast the chili, that it'll be able to be easily peeled off. If this meat is too thin, then when you roast it, it'll be very difficult to separate the skin from the meat. Then you won't be able to get it peeled, and you end up throwing the chili away. So this part of it is very critical on how much meat is in here. In our picking process, we want everybody to pay attention to this part of it. Even if it means the first one in doubt, you have to break it open to take a look at it as a visualization, then that's what you need to do. But to save that part of it, you don't have to break them all open to do it, of course, but you'll get a feel for how firm this is because it is thicker. And the size configuration doesn't mean a lot. If it's twisted or turned or straight, it'll all roast fine. The size of it doesn't make any difference because they can grow in different sizes and different species. But what you'll find in this, in taking it apart, you'll be able to then compare the meat and the thickness of the skin and the meat versus this. Looking for the thickness of this skin, this meat. So you have a skin, and when you roast it, it helps separate the skin from the meat, and then you can peel it. So the big thing is when you're feeling around, you'll grab these chilies, and just by feeling them, they're either going to be flimsy, complete. And these almost look artificial, plastic, but they're ready to go. And then you can just pop it off. In here we also have a red one. All green chili, all the chili that you see will eventually mature to be red chili. So it just means that this chili has bloomed and developed before this one. This one will turn red. So we can leave it on and pick it in the red state and then roast it just like everything else. And here's one of them. I'll pull this one off because it is ready to go. And you can see that this one is just starting to turn a little bit of color to it, get it some color. That's an important part of it because the best mix is a red and a green mix in the same roast, because the mature chili that has most of the vitality, general vitality of the plant, is in the red because it's absorbed everything that the roots in the plant can pass on into the chili. So you have this stage that's starting to come on. You have one that's mature, and then you have one in an earlier stage. So what we're looking for is any of the ones in any part of that that'll work, but the key to it is trying to get the one that's the thickest. And you'll feel it, and it almost feels artificial. Another thing you can look for is if the chili is, see, here's a brand new one just flowered and starting to grow. So once we get these harvested off of here, we will then allow the plant to put more energy into helping this little chili grow. We still have, this is only the end of August, and we still have all of September and up till the freeze to develop chili. So as the season goes, if we leave some of these developed chilies on here, then you can leave them, they'll turn red, they'll finish, then we can harvest them, and that's where people are referred to as, well, I want red chili. They'll just harvest it after it dehydrates completely like jerky. Then you'll pull it off, and then it's pureed and used as a red chili. But this type of a red chili, roasted, is got that meat thickness, and it's real sweet and complete, and then you can roast that as well.
Farming the land, healing the spirit, and healing the heart. Desert Forge.